Imagine making more money, but looking poorer than everyone around you. No flashy car, no designer clothes, no expensive vacations. Just a simple life that doesn't look impressive from the outside. Meanwhile, everyone around you seems to be living their best life. Luxury cars, expensive dinners, perfect vacations. Everywhere you look, someone appears richer. And for a while, you start wondering, am I falling behind? Then you realize something most people never learn. Looking rich and being wealthy are two completely different games.
At first, you wanted the same things everyone else wanted. The nice car, the expensive apartment, the designer lifestyle. Not because you truly needed them, but because you believed they represented something bigger. Success, status, and proof that you were doing well. But that's where the trap begins. Because once you buy into the image, you also buy into everything required to maintain it. One expensive purchase quickly becomes more expenses. The car comes with insurance, maintenance, payments, and bills you never thought about. And suddenly, you're not just buying things. You're buying an entire lifestyle that your future income has to keep paying for.
The more expensive the car becomes, the bigger the insurance, maintenance, and monthly payment become too. The bigger apartment looks amazing until you realize the rent has become another giant piece of your paycheck. And eventually, your income arrives in your account, only to disappear almost immediately into bills, payments, and subscriptions. Then you get a raise. Your income goes up, but somehow you're still broke because your lifestyle grew right alongside your paycheck. That's when the truth hits. You weren't becoming wealthy. You were simply becoming better at looking wealthy.
So one day, you make a different decision. You stop trying to impress people and start trying to build something that actually belongs to you. The newest phone comes out, but you keep your old one. It still works, and suddenly you realize you don't need an upgrade just because everyone else has one. You keep driving your reliable car, too. You could afford something more expensive, but you realize that being able to buy something doesn't mean you have to. You stop buying clothes just because a recognizable logo is stitched onto them. You care more about value than validation.
And when your income rises, you don't automatically upgrade your lifestyle. Instead, more of that money goes towards your future. The strange part is, nobody congratulates you for saving money. Nobody gathers around when you transfer money into your savings account. Nobody sees your emergency fund. Nobody sees your investments growing quietly on a screen. But that invisible progress is becoming your real wealth. Because looking rich is loud. Real wealth can be incredibly boring. No flashing lights, no applause, just quiet financial progress. You save a little, invest a little, spend a little less, then repeat it again tomorrow and again next month. Small decisions slowly become a completely different life. Eventually, your money starts buying something more valuable than stuff. It starts buying options, the ability to choose what happens next. Your car breaks down, the repair bill arrives, but this time you don't panic. You have an emergency fund. You can handle it. And when a terrible opportunity comes along, you can say no. You don't have to accept everything just because you need the paycheck. Meanwhile, someone else might be making twice as much money while spending almost all of it. Their lifestyle looks incredible, but their financial freedom is almost non-existent. That's when you understand the difference. They're trying to look successful. You're trying to become financially free. So you change the question. Instead of asking, can I afford this? You start asking, will this actually make my life better? Maybe you can afford a $70,000 car, but if buying it steals money from your future, you realize that being able to buy it isn't the same as needing it.
You start separating the desire for the object from the desire for the feeling it gives you. Because sometimes you don't want the purchase, you want the validation. Then, one day, your friend buys a brand new luxury car. Everyone gathers around it, taking pictures and celebrating. And for a moment, old feeling comes back. But then you remember your own progress, the money you saved, the investments you built, the freedom you're creating. And suddenly, you don't feel behind anymore.
You finally understand that real wealth isn't the watch on your wrist or the car in your driveway. It's the choices you have when life gives you options. You don't have to look rich. You just have to build a life that actually works for you. Because while everyone else is trying to prove they're wealthy, you quietly chose to become wealthy instead.